going to harvest our iris, get it ready to trim for delivery to the customer. First of all, we have to dig it from the ground. Once we've cleared the dirt from the root and the corms, we actually separate away the pups from the side of the plant. And that then gives us our new iris plant, which will be trimmed, wrapped and packed to go to the customer. This is how your bulb will look when it arrives to you in the mail. We will have trimmed it, cleaned it, dried it out, ready for postage. When you receive it, at this point it is ready to plant straight away. Once your corm is completed, cleaned and dried, will then be wrapped. Once we've got our iris wrapped, it will go into your bag, which will be sealed at the top. The bag does have vent holes to keep everything dry. From this point it will then be sealed and posted on its way to the customer. Dig the soil quite deeply. You can turn your pelletised fertiliser through the soil before you plant. That way it's slow release, so they won't get too much fertiliser all at once. As the plant grows, the fertiliser will feed the plant for anything up to about 6 months, maybe longer. Organic fertiliser, pelletised fertiliser, would be suitable to dig through the soil before it's planted. They don't need much fertiliser at all and don't need to be too wet. They don't like to be wet. An initial good watering when they're first planted, and then dry them out slightly, then water. Leave them to dry in between waterings and they will perform perfectly. The hole should be probably twice the depth of the roots and wide enough to accept the corm readily without squeezing it into the ground. The corm needs to be almost at ground level. In cooler areas, the corm can actually be exposed to the daylight. They require the daylight hours. If the corm is covered too deeply, then you'll miss out on having your flowers. They just won't flower. Anywhere from November through till March is a window where they can be dug, they can be dried out over a period of time, but to have your winter growth, which is their main growth stage, they need to be in the ground by about March. They really do need to be in the garden bed. The root system can become quite thick and dense. In a pot they would outgrow the pot very quickly. They've got to have full sun to perform at the best, and very little maintenance required, very little disease problems to deal with. They're really just an all-round terrific plant. Flowering is anywhere from August through to October. You may also, depending on the season, you may even get another flower flush again in autumn, April, May, depending on the weather and where you are. The irises are very low maintenance. They don't need a lot of care. They don't require mulching. They prefer to be a little on the drier side and kept weed free. Other than that, there's very little to do other than to enjoy your flowers. And when the flowering is finished, you actually trim the old flower head and stem away. If that's left behind, the seeds that drop from that flower stem will revert back to the original mauve iris. You won't get your coloured flower that you've selected to have in your garden. Best Granite Grove nursery irises. We have over 700 varieties currently in stock. They will make a perfect addition in any garden.